For teleSUR, I'm CODY WEDDLE in Caracas. The ceasefire between Ukraine and Russia is holding, but on shaky ground. Pro-Russian reports indicate the ceasefire is moving forward, while pro-Western reports say that 5 Ukrainian soldiers have been killed in the first 4 days of the truce. The ceasefire began last Friday. If it holds, it would bring an end to the 5-month conflict that has killed 3,000 people. Under the terms of the ceasefire, the pro-Russian rebels have released 648 prisoners of war and have agreed to release another 500 by the end of the week. And to Gaza now, where over a week has passed since Israel and Hamas agreed to a truce. But reports of Israeli violations of the ceasefire continue. For more on those allegations, we go to our correspondent in Gaza, Noor Harazin.
It's Tuesday in the Gaza Strip. It has been over a week and a half since Palestinians and Israel agreed on a month-long truce, a month-long ceasefire. It was a peaceful day in Gaza. There has been no airstrikes or bombardment reported, but there was only one violation reported, which is the Israeli Navy detaining 4 Palestinian fishermen off the coast of Beit Lahia, northern Gaza Strip. The Israeli side said that the fishermen were fishing, they crossed, the 6 miles limit. However, the fishermen committee, the Palestinian fishermen committee in Gaza said that the fishermen were fishing inside the 6 nautical miles limit. At the same time, Hamas and FATAH are continue the fights and the accusations about taking responsibility of the reconstruction of Gaza and the problems that is happening in Gaza after the war.
And thanks to Noor. At a press conference in Bogota, Colombia this Tuesday, it was revealed the identities of the second group of victims who take part in peace talks. The discussions are being held in Havana, Cuba, between the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia and the Colombian government. For what these victims will add to the debate, we go to our Colombia correspondent, Charles Parkinson.
Today, 9th of September, the second group of victims due to take part in the peace process in Havana was announced at a press conference here in Bogota. Now, as was the case with the first group that left 3 weeks ago, none of the victims attended the press conference because they were actually on their way to. However, it was attended by representatives of the UN, of the Catholic Church and of the National University here in Bogota. Those are the 3 organisations that have been part of the selection process and have also accompanied the victims all along the way. Now, key to this group is the fact that 8 of the 12 victims selected are actually women. Now, that means of the 24 that have gone to Havana so far, 15 are women. Now, UN representative Fabrizio Hochschild said that this reflects a harsh reality of this armed conflict in which Colombian women and girls are those who have paid the higher price. Charles Parkinson in Bogota, Colombia.
And thanks to Charles. In 1998, Hurricane Mitch nearly left the country of Honduras in ruins. Cuba responded with a massive medical brigade of doctors and supplies to help Hondurans recover. In recognition of that support, a Honduran municipality has decided to pay homage to Cuba's outpouring of support. Here's our correspondent, Gerardo Torres.
In November this year, the Cuban Medical Brigade will celebrate its 16th anniversary in Honduras. As recognition of their work, the municipality of Choluteca has named a new avenue, the Republic of Cuba. The Cubans have treated around 2.7 million cases and saved the lives of more than 274,000 people in the last 15 years, according to Honduran official data.
When Fidel dispatched the brigade that came when the hurricane happened, and this was the first, the beginning of the integral health program, Fidel said that their objective was to save more lives than the ones lost because of the hurricane.
1,000 Honduran doctors have graduated in Cuba free of charge, and more than 400 are currently studying. In almost 16 years, more than 2,000 Cuban doctors have worked in Honduras, especially in preventive medicine and in optometry and ophthalmology services, in alliance with the Venezuelan government and the ALBA.
Because of our roots and the way we are raised, we are glad to be here. I worked in Venezuela for 5 years, also a Mission Miracle, helping the people. We are thousands of Cubans all around the world, and we are motivated because we are a poor country, but also a very brave and heroic one. We want to keep on doing this, helping those who need most.
Y queremos llevar eso y ayudar a los más necesitados.
With the creation of the Avenue Republic of Cuba in the city of Choluteca in the south of Honduras, The Honduran people thanks more than 15 years of solidarity from the Cuban Revolution. Gerardo Torres, TeleSUR, Central America.
And thanks to Gerardo, thousands of NATO troops wrapped up a week-long series of military exercises in Eastern Europe on Tuesday. Despite the ceasefire between pro-Russian rebels and pro-Western forces, the exercises represent the continuing trend of escalation of Western military presence in Eastern Europe. U.S. 173rd Airborne Brigade spokesman Major Mike Wiseman says that the exercises demonstrate complex operations spanning different countries and NATO's ability to project power.
Company that is light infantry.
3 Westminster party leaders announced Monday that they will travel to Scotland to campaign against a referendum for Scottish independence. In a joint statement, David Cameron, Nick Clegg, and Ed Miliband say that while plenty of issues divide the two communities, they should all agree that the United Kingdom is better together. A recent poll shows the Yes campaign in favor of Scottish independence is in the lead. 2 other polls show that the race is in a dead heat. The referendum on whether Scotland should break away from the United Kingdom is set for September 18th.
Is possible.
And to the United States, where the National Football League has indefinitely suspended Baltimore Ravens player Ray Rice. The suspension comes after a security camera video emerged showing Rice punching his then-fiancée, Janae Palmer, inside an Atlantic City casino elevator. Earlier this year, in March 2014, the NFL suspended Rice for 2 games after the release of a video showing him dragging the unconscious Palmer out of the casino elevator. This newly released video has raised questions about the NFL commissioner's handling of the domestic abuse incident earlier this spring. More on those stories and others at our website, telesurtv.net/English. For TeleSUR English, I'm Cody Weddle. We have the latest headlines again this evening.